Every Premier League manager match day 9.
The tactics were shocking. The defenders were an embarrassment. There was no fight, no goal threat. Nearly all of the signings have been atrocious. I think the sack is inevitable. But enough about Everton. Boom!
Ballon d'Or for Harry Kane. Ballon d'Or for Dejan Lovren.
No, everything is going to be fine and all that. Absolutely fine.
I'm not sure a team I've managed have ever scored 3 goals. I think I'm going to...
My tactics work perfectly. I lull Watford into false sense of security, then send on my worst striker Batshuayi to help win the game. It's called confuse them into submission.
The boys were so close, and we can learn from this game. Mainly learn that Chelsea are nearly as bad at defending as Arsenal.
Hello, Slaven. Fancy playing golf next week? I get the feeling we might both have a lot of time on our hands. Hello? Slaven? Hello? Last week, I said I was shitting myself. It was, of course, to take the pressure off my players. I am a master man manager. 3 points and a clean pair of pants at last.
It were a good result for my Leicester teammate. I think the little we won and I should get the job full of time.
Ranieri, I knew it. We'll be speaking to the Premier League about this.
No, I am a Michael Appleman. I mean, Appletown. Sorry, I mean Appleton, mate, innit? Dilly ding, Appleton. I think the northern accent may need a little bit more tinkering.
I have 3 broken ribs and a dilated lung from spending the entire weekend laughing at Jose and Manchester United. Oh, it was worth it.
That was never a penalty. In the same way that I would never ever leave Burnley Football Club. Like I said, I think it might be time for a new challenge.
Have you not seen the stars above the Huddersfield badge on their kit? They've won 3 Premier Leagues. Kind of. We are not ashamed.
You should be. We're usually absolute scheiß. Yeah. God, I love this club. I just can't imagine ever leaving Huddersfield I suppose it would be rude not to hear what Leicester have to say.
It was the greatest goal in the history of football. Buffal was like Maradona. Absolute genius.
What the hell are you talking about? That goal was scored because my lot put in the worst defensive display since the French in World War II.
Ronald, we wrote this sketch on Sunday, but it goes out on a Tuesday. How can we be sure you'll still be the Everton manager by then?
I'm only sure of one thing. That today, my team were worse than the worst team in the world. Who is the worst team in the world? The Netherlands. We even made Arsenal look like world beaters.
We are world beaters, and that's why I should be handed a new 20-year contract.
20 years? You'll be 93?
Yes, and I'll still know more about football than anyone else.
Mr. Ashley, I hear you want to sell the club. Maybe I buy myself. I can throw in unlimited bottles of the best Spanish Rojo.
I will only accept £25 billion paid in cash. £50 notes only. And leave the wine, will ya?
I wish that Leicester chairman would pick me up in his helicopter.
Fact. Normal service resumed. No goals scored. Not Roy's fault though. I still blame that rubbish managerial twit-woe, Frank de Boer.